Moderator is introducing herself to the respondents. Moderator is asking respondents to introduce themselves individually. First respondent, Sarita. She has two kids. One is boy and another is girl. Herself is Vijaya. She has two kids. Her husband is working as a principal. Sarita has already water purifier, Eureka Forbes. Even she is also using Eureka Forbes. She's also a housewife and she has two kids. And she is using Eureka Forbes. Herself is Sumalata, housewife. She has one kid, one boy. And her husband is working as an accountant in a private company. EO Smith, she's using water purifier. Herself is Kirti. She has 10 years old kid. She's using Aquaguard water purifier. Herself is Pradiksha. Her husband is working in here. So all of you using the water purifier, and what is the main reason of using the water for the one is water saving. So we don't have to go outside at any time. Since we have a water purifier at our home, we can have the water filtered water at any time. And also drinking the canned waters, we may get throat infections. And tankers will not be used frequently, and we cannot drink that kind of water. So it is better to use water purified. And it is also good for as per health. Canned water, we are not sure whether they have filtered properly or not. Also, there will be dust in the canned waters. But since water purifier is at house, so we know the water purified. So why do you think it's a time saving? Because we stay in an apartment and we cannot actually climb up and down for the mineral water. In the water cans, there is algae also created in the water cans. So it is better to use the water purifier. So all of you bought it. And what is the main important factor that you have looked? Brand, the feature, how is the filtering, taste of water, also whether it suits for our space or not, capacity of the water filter, water tank capacity, also hot water, also the price, hot water availabilities, also money saving. But only when you purchase this, what are the factors that you have looked at it? Mainly the brand. What are the features? Your RO feature, filtration, also yearly maintenance. Why do you think filters are important? Because of the filters only the water will be filtered. In the water, what are the contents we have? It is remained in the water, that is actually important. How do you assume the water filtered is good? How do you come to a conclusion? One of the respondent is explaining that RO and UV alter the inside segmentation and outside segmentation. So we will be looking into all those things. How do you measure whether water filtered is good or not? Water taste. We'll get to know when we taste the water. In also the water color. And also you said that the capacity is also important. What did you say that? Because yes, this since this is a summer, the capacity water should be the high because the consumption water will be higher. So since this is important in the summer, the capacity is also important. If the storage is already there, it is good to have 10 liters up to 10. Why do you prefer RO and UV? Why do you prefer that? Pratiksha, please tell. Pratiksha is telling the local supply of Manjira water will directly go to the tank. So the when I have a water filter, it will be filtered the Manjira water and I will be getting a clean water. When do you buy the water filter, do you really hesitate of something? When do you have a hesitation? There will be a hesitation, but however, I had a hesitation because I just wanted to know how this will be working. Yes, I was hesitated because since we have a 5 members at the family, so we had a maintenance doubt. So I have got the suggestion that when the Manjira water is connected to the water filter, the filter will not be spoiled much. But in the bore water, the filters will be spoiled very quickly. Even she is one of the respondents telling when there is a hot water storage, even she was hesitated that if because of the hot water storage, the filter could be damaged. So what is the kind of the kitchen do you have? What is the shape of the kitchen do you have? Open kitchen, open kitchen, L shape and medium, and back end we have a balcony. In open kitchen, what kind of kitchen do you have? L shape and U shape. It's not an open kitchen for her. She has a four-side wall. She has a U shape. Generally, where did you fix the? What is the size of your kitchen? We don't have an idea. We fix the water purifier above the sink. We all kept it under the up above the sink. Above the sink, we have all fixed the water purifier. Because water wastage of water will go to the sink directly. Because the pipe will be less, so since it's very convenient to fix on both the sinks, so the waste water will go to the sink directly. So how is your installation process? We should have a proper current connection. And customer service fellow has come down and he has checked the water connection, power connection. Place you have decided or they have decided? Place we have decided. Many of them will have a drinking water tap also and the other water sources also. So we can directly fix into the directly to the drinking water sachet. One of the respondents telling she has to connections. One is borewell water, another one is direct water connection. Why do you prefer to connect it to the Manjira water? Because bore water will be hard. It's too much hard and it is a very much saltiness. Instead of 2 years of filter usage, it will come down to the 1 year. Have you drilled the wall because you have kept above the sink? So yes, they have drilled the wall and they have fixed the socket also. They have fixed the socket also. Looking at your overall like, what is that most you liked it? They'll come to the house and they'll explain everything in detail. That we like most. If we have any problems, also they would be giving the suggestions. It's not a lengthy process. It's just a very quick process. They hardly come and fix it and they check, they go. They will check whether the filter is working properly or not. Is there anything that you didn't like? Simple, easy, no time taking process. Is there anything else that you didn't like? There is nothing as such. You just imagine yourself if you would like to purchase any water purifier in your future, would you fix it in the same place? Would you fix it in the same place or would you choose the different place? Why do you prefer to the same place? Because we are already habituated to the same place and it is convenient also and we have got habituated to that particular place. So we don't want to take the risk to fix it in another place. Moderator is asking, why do you decide that it's a convenient place? Because the place we got habitated and the wastage of water will go to the sink directly. Because many times we fill the water in the bottles, in the pots and the jugs also. So water, if there is a water spillage also, it will not be get worst much. It will not be, the water will not be fallen on the floor. So hence that place is convenient also. When you want to purchase, you would like to go for the same brand or you would like to fix for the same brand or you would like to go for the different brand. All of the respondents are telling they would go probably for the same brand itself, because one of the respondents again is telling she is using that brand for the 8 years and there is no problem with that. So all of them are agreeing that they would prefer the same brand again. In case if you are talking about the usage routinely, so Monday to Saturday in working days, from morning to night, what is the usage, how you are using the water? So one of the respondent is telling 15 to 20 liters they would consume. Like a how, what are the timings you would take the water? Morning, and they would use for the curries and the vegetables washing and the fruits. Also, as soon as it gets incomplete, the water will be storing it again and again automatically. Automatically, the water will be filled automatically for once the water gets complete. There are few respondents telling that the complete 24 hours it will be on. There are few respondents that are telling that they will switch off the water purifier. Few of the respondent is telling that because anyways, since it doesn't consume the power, we don't switch it off. But other customer is telling that they will actually switch off it. Once the blink stops, they will switch off. One of the respondent is strongly telling that once the water gets filled, it will not consume the power again since they don't switch off it. How many times do you switch on in a daytime? So 2 to 3 times it would continue in the day. Morning and evening we will switch on. So all of you are telling storage. What are the other way of sources use storage? Near the kitchen we have one mug. We will store the water in that. Bottles, few of them are telling they fill the water in the bottles and they'll keep it in the fridge. One of the respondents is really pot. Only drinking. One of the respondent is telling that for cooking also they would use the filtered water because it has a storage also. They would store the water in the bottle pot. In the mornings the machine would be on, and afternoon it will be on. So when do you directly drink the water and when do you fill it? Hot water in the morning. When we are taking the hot water directly, we would take the water directly from the water filter. Only one respondent has hot water option and not other respondents. Morning, one of the respondents is she will be starting at 8 o'clock. The switch will be automatically on. So she would be filling 6 to 7 bottles at a time and she would be storing there. She would be filling the water in the big pot because this is a summer and the water consumption would be more. Also, she would be expecting many relatives during the summer holidays. So she would prefer to store the water in the big pot. Also, cooking she would be used. Yes. While cooking the water, they would be taking the water directly from the water filter. In a day, in a daytime, they would consume the bottled water. Only in the morning, they would consume the water directly from the water filter. Also, kids, they would fill the water bottle and they would consume it. Also, when we go out, we can keep the bottle water stored and kids can use it. Like, what is the size of the bottle you would use? 1 liter bottle. What is the time that you would use the most of the water? Morning and evening. In afternoon, it will not be that much because it will have the storage. Also, once the cooking is over, the water consumption will not be more. Hence, during the afternoon time, it will be free. Again, in the evening, we would fill the water. Husband would take 1 bottle of water, also kid would take 1 bottle of water. Vijay said that 15 liters would take the water from the water filter. Easily 10 liters we would take the filter water from the water purifier. During summer only it would cross to 10 to 15 liters. One, of, one is drinking and storage and cooking, rice cooking. Any other things? Cooking, washing vegetables, we are not using water filter water, only drinking and cooking. All of you also store the water. And you said that you would be using the hot water. So morning you would be taking hot water. Respondent is telling, yes, my husband would be taking in the evening. Also, for coffee also, we would be using the hot water. Also for a green tea, we would be using a green water. Morning, we would drink a plain water. For coffee, we would be using coffee also, we would use the hot water. Night also, we would be drinking hot water. How do you, how much ml you would consume the water, hot water? Within 1 or 2 minutes, within 1 or 2 minutes, we would get a normal water. Otherwise, it will take 3 minutes. How much ever we want, we can take the hot water. There is no problem with that. Why do you prefer hot water filter? My husband preferred hot water since the corona time, because instead of using the kettle, so we preferred this water filter where has a hot water feature also. So this is all about the weekdays consumption. So if you talk about the weekend usage like Saturday and Sunday, the weekend usage will be more because everyone bit will be at home, and the water usage will be actually more than the weekdays, because everybody would be consuming the water. Bottles will be filled more, consumption will be more. How much liters do you use? It would go to up to 20 liters in a weekends also. Also cooking will be more, drinking will be more. Also you are storing the water and you are also filling the water directly. Like when do you wash the water which is storage, and when do you use the water when you are filling the water directly? While cooking, we would use the stored water. Also while watching, while cooking, so we would use the storage water. Other times direct filled water. Also while watching the TV also, we would use the storage water. Also when we are working, so we would when actually kitchen work is, we are working in the kitchen, we would be taking the water directly from the water filter. Okay, according to you, how much you are satisfied when with your water purifier? They all said that they are very happy with the product because they are getting the tasty water. They are the water is very good. The consumption is also not good, so there is no problem with them. There is no repair, much repairs, there is no damages, like within tasty, purified and clean water we would be getting the water. So if they purchase AMC, the customer service people would come their own and they do service themselves without our is there any dissatisfaction? Is there any small thing that you don't like? Yearly payment is yearly once they have to change the filter, which is inconvenience to them. That is the only thing that they like it. There is no leakages in the tap. There is no problem at all. If there is any problem with the filters, we even get to know that because of the indications filters. It indicates all the notification, which is very good. If you all feel that in future, if you want to buy it, which kind of water purifier you want to buy it? I have already this, but in future, if you want to buy, so what is the kind of the water filter you would like to buy? The hot copper, hot water and copper. Because morning we would consume hot water. It will be also good. Those who drink green tea also in the monsoon season and the rainy seasons, the hot water is very good. Also, it is good for kids. How much capacity of what water you would expect? So 4 to 5 liters of hot water we would need. What is the capacity of the hot water you have? 10 liters, 7 to 10. You have already a hot water. So what is the new feature you would prefer in future you would like to use it? I have already hot water. If in future, if there is a new feature where I can wash the vegetables, already wastage water is coming. If that is also getting sterilized, even that is also good. So this kind of features I would be expecting. Okay, now I'll be showing the few things, whatever we have. So we have seen all this before, right? Moderator is explaining, asking to look at the screen and go through them. Please go through them again. Looking at all this, in all this four, what is the capacity of the water you would expect? So, so these are all the options they are giving now. You would be expecting now. 1, 2, 3, 4 options we have, right? So we have, so if they have features for like 10 liters, 10, 12, 15. One of the respondent is telling 12 is the best. We don't have to have a big size, because if there is a 15-liter size, it will be bigger, since it's the water consistency will be automatic and it will be flowing. So we don't have to have a 15 liters. So 10 liters would be convenient. Okay, at a time, what is the hot water capacity you want? because it will be 2 to 3 liters they have told. So it will be coming automatically, it will be coming. So at a times we would be getting 1 glass of hot water. So the glass would be 150 ml. At a time we would consume 150 ml. In for the total day we would use 2 to 3 liters of hot water. So which is a concept you like in ABC 4? So 2 in 1, almost everyone informed. Also, also few of them told UV sterilization. If you would like to say about top three, first, third, first one, first and third one, and 10th one. First one, 2 in care. UV sterilization is second one, and third one is mineral one. Why did you like 2 in 1? Because most of you said, because right now we are using only water for drinking purpose. Now in this future we can actually use the water for cleaning the vegetables and the fruits and the green leaves also. What is the benefit you would expect? If we are using the normal water, we have to put the salt water and we have to soak the vegetables for at least for the 5 minutes. But if we are getting this kind of water, we can use the water instantly and it'll clean the vegetables and the fruits instantly. But there are few people who wash with the regular water. Also, they would use the drinking water to wash the vegetables. So why then UV sterilization is good? Because it will be removing the algae which is there in the above. So this will be help in UV. So what is the benefit? Because it will sustain all the minerals, because it would filter all the unwanted dust particles. But what is the benefit which because of the sterilization? So what, wastewater will go out and filter water we will get it. Moderator is explaining how the UV sterilization works out. She's telling whatever if the dust particles and whatever it is there in the inside also, as soon as it comes to the tap, you would be getting the very good water. Because it will be too hygiene if we are getting the water very much purified at the tap. Because of this, we would be not be there would be no side effects to our bones. Because pure water is very much important nowadays. And why did you like the mineral water option? Because whatever the minerals we needed for our body, it will give us hence that is important. Also it will be sweet. Yeah, the water will be sweet and what, because it's a mineral water. Also all the minerals we would get. Then what is the least liked one? Wi-Fi option. Wi-Fi option did not like, because we don't use much, and it is, they would just give the option, but we don't use it much. One of the respondent is telling ninth one is not good. Majority of them said that Wi-Fi is not good option. Why didn't you like the Wi-Fi option? Moderator is explaining what is the benefit of Wi-Fi connections. After losing the benefit, respondents are responding that though it would be there, we won't use. Because few of them would not be aware of the Wi-Fi connections. Only few of us use the Wi-Fi connection. So there is no much use of having the Wi-Fi connections, because everybody would use the water filter. If there is any problem, you would directly call the customer care center, because nobody would interested to check all these details through Wi-Fi connections. Because if there is any issues with the filter, there will be a red button when it is highlighted. Because these are the reasons which Wi-Fi feature is not important. Okay, what is your opinion about the customized fill? We don't have to stand near the water purifier, so it will be. Because one of the respondent is telling we don't have to, since we don't have much work, we can actually stand, we can do while in the kitchen we are doing some other work, and we don't want to pay more money because of this feature. Telling about her water filter feature, she has a stand and she can just place the jug. However, she will be looking at that jug, and as soon as it gets filled, respondents are telling that if it is coming with the existing price, it is okay to have that feature. But because of this feature, if the amount is increased, they are not liking it. And what about up and down option? So what do you think about the up and down option? Moderator is explaining the benefit of the seventh option, which is up and down watcher outlet. Respondents are telling it is not that important, and that much luxury we don't expect as of now, they're telling. Moderator is explaining about the hybrid or hot and warm function, how it function, and what is the benefit of that. For respondents are telling for this option, we can actually afford little more. Morning we would be very busy. Moderator is explaining about the hybrid option. Hot water, when do you all require? Morning. Because of consuming the medicines, also to give the milk to the kids. So that's why the hot water is useful. Because we don't have to have a option where we can keep and do other work. It just takes 1 hour, 2 minutes of time. It is okay for us to stand there and fill the hot water. In winter, we would use most hot water, not in the summer. If it is a 45 degrees Celsius water, we can drink normally in every day also. Respondent is telling the purified water should be more and the less wastage water should be less. Moderator is talking about the 70% what moderator is explaining about the 75% recovery water. Respondents are telling if the water is not there for 1 day, we would understand the importance of this feature. So if the wastage water is recovering, it is really good because we would recommend not to waste the water. Because moderator is confirming again, since they don't like to waste the water, this option of 75% recovery rate of RO filter, which is good. One of the respondent is talking about her LG water purifier. There is no water, there is no much water wastage. Once till the water gets complete, only the water gets water. Otherwise, water will not be getting wasted here. I have shown you 6 concept now. Out of this, which is the one you liked most? A hygienic water purifier? All of them are agreeing with a hygienic water purifier. Separated water. First one is hygienic separated water. Sup- Separated water. Why did you most like the hygienic water? Because hygienic itself, it's a clean water. Because name itself, it indicates that it's a hygienic water. Because in the concept itself, they have given the definition of RO and UV. Because of them, this feature, we understand the whatever water we are getting, it is actually clean water and hygiene water. So what is the use of the water when you get because of this features? We get health benefits, health benefits, because in the during monsoons and rainy seasons, the water will not be gill because of the RO function. Hygiene will be maintained and there will not be health issues. Separated water outfill, why did you prefer in the second preference? When there is no power, so when there is no water storage, okay, the respondents are telling if this feature is good because of the height issues, because there are kids who can actually reach out to the water filter and everyone can actually use separated water feature. Everyone can reach out to the tap directly. If the susset is down, so we can easily store the water instead of holding the hand up. Also, when the susset is up, the waters will be there. But when the susset is down, the water will be storage of the water will be easy. Moderator is showing the concept preferring. Look is also good. It's not too width, it is not short. B1 is everybody is preferring. B model is good. Look wise also good. Also, we can actually fix it to the walls. Overall, it is good for looking wise, length wise, and fixing on the wall. Also, it is good. If it is more width, it will not be good. So what about this second option? So what is the opinion about the swing? Swing movement is not important because anyways we have a fixed splash placed with the water purifier. Because when we have a swing option, the movement will be changed. What about the one touch? One touch is good. However, it cannot be added as a new feature, but it should be added in the manufacturing with the product itself. Multi installation purifier, that is also good. Those who have a list space, this will be useful for them. They can fix it anywhere. It will not be that useful if we are placing this outlet down. If the kids are there, the water spillage would be more. We need to clean all the time. But among all this, hygienic option, swim type is not liked by the respondents, because once we fix the water purifier, we should not be touching again. And the swim is not going to add any extra benefits because it is not necessary. You all said that hygiene is very important. Hygiene also, we have a three options. One is we have a we have three options. One stainless steel and UV, and one UV LED. Electrolysis, everyone is preferring UV LED. So why do you all prefer that UV LED? Because it said that in the tap space it will be purified. We feel more hygiene when the water is coming at the top. Moderator is explaining about the electrolysis feature and benefit. Since it's already filtered, electrolysis, it's not that important. And among these three, UV LED preferred by all of the respondents, because UV will be future will be filtering the water every 6 hours. So hence it is good. LED is more important. It's not copper. It is not about the stainless steel. Respondents talk. Moderator is talking about the hot water models. ABC, which is the one you would prefer most? You are all looking at the options, right? Mod- Moderator is explaining the benefit of ABC. They have all mentioned what is the degree Celsius we would get the water. So she is explaining all the features which is there in the ABC section. Moderator is explaining ABC features and benefits to the respondents. Respondents are looking at the concepts again, ABC. So which one do you prefer among these three ABC? Respondents, few of respondents are talking about copper. Moderator is talking about the features ABC. Also explaining about the heating timings. What is the difference features? What is the features added in the ABC? So everybody are agreeing with the B1. B, because automatic water, copper, everything it has extra copper filter it has, RO UV, stainless steel tank, water also we would be getting fast. Moderator asked since, but you all said that it is fine to wait for 1 to 2 minutes. Respondents are telling since we have an option, we are choosing B. All the features are there. All the capacity is good. Tank capacity is 3.3 liters only. Mainly everybody is talking about copper filter. Drinking copper water is very good for health. But respondents are telling that in the copper, we should not be drinking hot water. When drinking water directly from the copper, it is good. But when we are storing the hot water in the copper, it is not good. One of the respondent is telling. What is the benefit you would get in the copper and mineral? What is the benefits you get? Because in the copper, we would have all the positive things which is added here in the B option. Just the water capacity is less, but all the other features are very good in the B option. But all of you said that you would you would need the tap near the sink, but this option is there in the C. Respondents are talking about the B option. Since they like this option, they mainly have a copper option and they would prefer more of B only because it has a copper and extra copper. Now we are talking about the normal water filter models. Also, we have PQRS. Please have the same comparison. Most of us inform that Q. UV filter, touch option they have, up or down. UV, copper, touch, 60% recovery, copper, 8 liters capacity. All the things we have in Q, hence we like the Q. That's why we are preferring the Q. But we don't have a stainless steel. Respondents are telling it's fine. We just have a steel also, it's fine. Few of us told that like how you check that TDS. How do you check that? Do you check for the tap water or we check for the purified water? Okay, first they would check the bore water and Manjira water TDS first. According to that, they would fix the filters because borewell water would be more salty. Bore water will be bore water will have 500 TDS, but normal water would have 80 90 TDS. Then only it will be taste. First they will check the bore water TDS. After that, once they fix the filter, they will check the TDS for the filter water also. Why do you feel it is important to check? Because we get to know the taste because of that test only. Because of that only we make them to test the TDS. And also you said that every 2 to 3 months maintenance. But what do you like? Whether you would like to check for yourself or you would like to someone is coming and checking. Respondents are telling that they would prefer themselves to check the products because they can check at any time instead of calling them and spending the amount to the customer service people. So we can check the any problem with ourselves. Okay, then right now why do you don't do all these things? Because we don't aware, we are not aware of these options or these features. So we have to call the customer care because we don't know how to open, how to fix the issues. But if it is easy method that is explained easily, we would definitely have to check the filters from our end. We would like to know how to install and uninstall the product also. Self-care is the best thing. You all said that you would like to have a copper filter. Do you really feel it is good to have a copper filtered water every day? During summer it is good, but during monsoon and raining, it is not to drink copper water. Copper should be also limited since it is also one of the mineral. It is also not good for the health. But the consumption of the copper also should be limited. Because if the copper is increased also, it may lead to another unhealthy issues to the body. Other respondents are telling that they don't have much idea about drinking the copper water consumption every day. But we only aware that if we are drinking the copper water, it is good for health. Because few of them would tell that we should store the water in the night and drink the copper water in the morning. So moderator is telling only one of the respondents having a fair idea about the drinking of copper water. Rest of them do not have much idea about drinking copper water. Thank you.